Hi, I'm Olivia, and I booked a trip to Cartagena, Colombia with my boyfriend for 1 week in the month of January. Are you looking to go to Colombia? Are you wondering if Cartagena is a safe place to visit? If you answered yes, then give this video a thumbs up, and hang on tight as I'm about to help you plan your trip to South America.
Oh hey guys, welcome to Colombia.
Right now, I'm going to split this video up into 7 parts for the 7 days that we were in Cartagena. Let's start with food, and for reference, 1 Canadian dollar is approximately 2,500 Colombian pesos.
Let's go through some food that I ate and how much it cost. So a juice and a bowl of fruit was approximately 17,000 pesos, so that is around $6 Canadian. 2 pastries that we bought were 27,000 Colombian pesos, which is around $1 or $2 Canadian. That's good. Empanadas, 11,000. A cup of fruit, 3,000. Coconut, 4,000. If you do have the opportunity to buy street food and you go off your resort, it's amazing. One of my favorite things to do when going to a hot climate is eating as many coconuts as possible. And if you watched my Cancun, Mexico video, I gave an excellent tip. So once you drink your Coco Frio coconut, cut it in half and eat the inside. It's sensational. Whenever you buy food here in like restaurants, I'm not talking about on the street, they add an SV at the bottom, which we were confused about, but apparently that's the tip. So even if you buy a little bowl of fruit, they are adding their tip onto every single receipt. So that is something new. We've never experienced that before. We've never seen that. In 2020, Uber is no longer over here, but there are a ton of cabs. And make sure you set your price limit before you enter. What I've also noticed is my boyfriend's like, let's stay away from the cabs that have the tinted windows just for safety's sake, so you can keep that in mind. The cabs, both ways that we were going into the walled city, stopped for gas. Without really asking us, they just pulled in, they're like, we need to fill up. So if you do decide to rent a car, there are some parking lots where you can pay, but for the most part, I've seen like parking on the streets, but there are guys who monitor those streets, reserving spots for people that tip them. So even though you don't have to technically pay the city, I think it's probably in your best interest to tip the guy who's kind of helping you maneuver in or maneuver out, because who knows what he's gonna do if you don't want to tip him and you park in one of his spots, right?
I say we take a quick break and appreciate some of Colombia's wildlife. Aren't they cute? Comment below with your favorite animal. Day 2. As we slowly adjust to the humid temperatures, we decide to do our first tour, the Chiva night party bus. This tour was priced at $19 US, but we got it for free because we bundled it with 2 other tour packages. So feel free to do the same. These party buses have live musicians playing. They serve drinks, and they take you around the city for a few hours. And yes, the last stop was a nightclub. Day 3. This was easily one of my favorite areas in Cartagena, Colombia.
Getsemani is your #1 place for all Instagram-worthy pictures. Overall, so far, thoughts on Colombia: so colorful, so beautiful. It's interesting that the sun doesn't come out till later, and I mean like noon. That's when like it starts really coming out. So in the morning, I'm not sure if it's just because it's really cloudy here or if that's the way it goes in this part of the world, but it's interesting to note.
Now I can't forget to mention the walled city. There are historic walls that surround the old town of Cartagena. You won't be bored here, but keep in mind it's a tourist destination now and prices are more expensive than elsewhere. You can also catch a glimpse of amazing sunsets here and get on a horse-drawn carriage, or do what I did and pose for a photo with some traditional Colombian women. You're gonna have a blast.
If you're looking for a cute market, Las Bóvedas is very colorful, and there's shops like inside each little doorway, which pulls into the history of Colombia. It's not that big, but you'll definitely find your souvenirs here, cute little, you know, things for you. So right now I'm gonna go through Bendita beach and what it was like to get to this private beach. And let me tell you guys, if I knew how bumpy the ride was gonna be, I probably would not have done it. To get there, it was just a lot of, you know, anxiety. If you love roller coasters, if you love being in the air on a speedboat, this is definitely gonna be a thrill for you. But everyone on my speedboat was screaming, and it was just like, you know, the heart was racing. What was also interesting is when we got to the beach, there were a few people that were angry because they thought they were gonna get a private beach in the sense that no one else would be on there. And I mean, for $80 US, do you really think you're gonna get the whole island to yourself? These people did. So I would highly suggest to bring water shoes because there are plenty of rocks getting in and out of the water. Of course, certain areas have less and more, but just to get around, this will be the easiest thing you can do to make your trip more enjoyable. Also bring your own towel because they do not supply it. And if you bring a credit card, it doesn't work. So cash, 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 cash. Today we got picked up by a coach bus. It took about an hour by the time we got to the Pink Sea, which to me looks more like a lake. I did wear my flip-flops throughout just because it kind of got hard on your feet because all the salt crystallized, so it was like hard rocks. We were only stopping there for about 20 minutes. I would love to be there like a full hour at least to just like enjoy taking pictures and enjoy like fully touching and seeing everything because it was a bit rushed. After that, about 15 minutes later, we made it to the Volcano. Also, I wore a brand new bathing suit. I would definitely suggest wearing an older one. It's not as big as you would think. I don't know if this is gonna happen to all of you guys, but I put on sunscreen before I went in. And it's good I did because we did the Pink Sea before. And then while you're waiting, you're sweating and the sun is beaming down like in order to get into the volcano. It's so dense and so thick that you can stand and literally float. But when I got out, I was like orange. If you've ever self-tanned with one of those like sprays or mists, that's how I came out looking, and I'm not sure why. So once you get out of the mud bath, you walk down a long set of stairs and it's really slippery, so be careful. You go down to a little lake and you can wash yourself off. If you want somebody to pour water over your body, it's a few dollars. If you want someone to hold your phone, it's a few dollars. If you want somebody to wash your flip-flops, which they're already doing all these things because they want tips, I mean, we're on vacation, let loose, enjoy. Best part about it is that somebody was willing to take photos for us for some money. It is what it is. It ended up being like 5,000 Colombian pesos, and so that's like $2 Canadian. After the mud bath, we went to the beach. The beach was called La Boquilla. People have also asked me if Colombia is safe. And I would go with yes, as long as you know Spanish and you feel confident, yeah, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Stick to the main busy spots, you'll be fine. So today I went to the beach by myself. I had maybe like 2 guys follow me, trying to sell me stuff, because everyone is just hounding you to buy. I get it, everybody's hustling, but it is so overwhelming. These guys were trying to sell me not little huts, shaded areas. So I said no, but I felt like I couldn't even put my bag on a chair because do I have to pay somebody to be there? Like, these guys didn't put these up. Who's really in charge? But yeah, if you're looking for like a relaxing, no hassle vacation, you'd probably be best suited towards a resort style. I hope this video has helped you guys in some way. Meet me down in the comments below. I will answer each and every one of your questions. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment below.